You are closer, closer than my skin. And you are in the air I'm breathing in. 'Cause here's when the dead things come back to living. I feel my heart beating again. It feels so good to know you are my friend. This collective is entering into God frequency, returning to the I am, and no longer feeling the separation between yourself and the divine, between yourself and the source of all. You're recognizing and noticing that this power that the source of all has is also inside of you, and you are a divine expression of that power. 111, as I'm saying that, through your gifts, through your talents, through your abilities, through your flow state, through your rhythm and time, when you are expressing yourself. 1, 2, 3, as I'm saying that, when you are filled up and full. Okay? And this collective is literally returning to the garden. Like returning to communion with God where there is no separation, the Garden of Eden, if that's what you want to call it. The song Man at the Garden by Kendrick Lamar is very significant here. And he keeps talking about how he deserves it all. I deserve it all. And that's the energy here. You're about to get it all. You're getting it all because you have collected fragments, soul pieces of yourself that maybe you've left behind, maybe that you've left in other people. And it's almost like you went from the wounded warrior to the divine, to your divine kingdom, to your divine royalty, era, with the judgment card on the bottom of the deck. You could be seeing trumpets and bells very frequently, 222, as I'm saying that. And Spirit is literally, the divine is literally saying this is your era where everything that you desire becomes yours. And it's not because you have to prove something. It's not because you have to earn something. It's because you have the kingdom of God inside of you and you are commanding it. Not in Jesus's name. You're commanding it in your name because you are a chosen one. And chosen one doesn't mean that other people aren't chosen. It just means that you chose twice. You chose once to come here before your soul came here. Before you were born, you decided to come here. And you chose again when you decided to wake up. When you decided to see that the world around you maybe isn't exactly what everybody has been saying it to be. Where you noticed a lot of lies, where you noticed a lot of deceit, a lot of illusions, where you're understanding and seeing why exactly you're here. You're not questioning it anymore. You know why you're here. You know why you're here. And I'm hearing you're going to wake a lot of people up. 333 as I'm saying that. Not by force, but through guidance. You're here to guide a shining light. You're literally a lighthouse. You're literally a lantern. You're a lantern of truth. And Spirit is saying use your discernment as you go about this life, because certain people are not going to be able to fully understand what it is that you're saying, because you've transcended the 3D is the best way to explain it. You're literally walking in 5D, 6D, 7D energy now. Okay? And this message we know is not going to be for everyone. 414. Because if you're still watching this, you know this is for you. Because everything that I said would have been gibberish before. Okay? Cherries are very significant. I feel like you've picked from the forbidden fruit. And it's almost like giving divine feminine energy. You've reconnected with your feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're a male or female, but it's almost like what was lost is now found. That's the energy of you've come home to yourself. 444 as I'm saying that, all of you. And your angels have literally divinely guided you to back to yourself, back to what it is, back to what it is your power is, back to what it is the gifts that have been bestowed upon you, back to your soul contracts. And your soul tribe, your soul family is coming in heavily because you just closed out a major karmatic cycle. Major. And I want you to celebrate this. I want you to get a fucking cake if you want to. Go to the spa, do something nice for yourself. Because when I tell you the work that you did has not been done in other lifetimes before you. Yeah. And you literally severed karmatic ties across all timelines. And I'm talking about the ones, every single life that you lived before this one, because we know time is stacked, right? It's not linear, it's stacked. You closed out all of them. They're null and void now. That's the energy, okay? I also wrote, yes, cherries. I talked about cherries. 555, as I'm saying that, period. I feel like a lot of you have been going through hell and have been put in a lot of like places where you feel distracted or you feel like you're being controlled. And I feel like this is just all an illusion. I feel like you're separating yourself from these controlling behaviors, these controlling habits from other people, could be from your old identity. And I feel like this moment for you, you're literally going to be stepping into this brand new phase in your life where everything makes sense, where everything works. And I'm hearing there is order to chaos. I'm also hearing the mess was the map, meaning it did feel messy, it did feel chaotic, it didn't make sense, right? What you've been going through. But it's like you're gonna have this moment where you're like, holy shit, it all makes sense now. Because it wasn't for nothing. There are no coincidences. There are no randomness. Everything is connected. Everything is in divine order. And you're going to be seeing that very soon. We have the Tower card here and we have the Moon. I feel like a lot of things just broke apart for you. 707, as I'm saying that, you collapsed a timeline. You literally collapsed a timeline. You have stopped something in its tracks and have not allowed it to stop you from where it is that you're going. We have the Ace of Cups as well. I feel like this energy is going to be very abundant. This is a timeline where you are incredibly wealthy, where you are incredibly rich. So expect to see your finances change exponentially within the next couple of months, also within the next couple of weeks. Some of you for 2 weeks, some of you for 2 months, but you'll see a rapid shift in your finances, okay? 747, as I'm saying that. We also have the Fool. People might be calling you crazy right now. People might be thinking you're doing a lot of woo-woo shit, right? But you know that you're not crazy. You know that what you are stepping into is literally freedom. Freedom from all ties. Freedom from all things that have tried to stop you before. 808, as I'm saying that. And now you've entered into your authority with the Emperor card here. You know who you are and nothing can stop you from moving forward because you stood in faith. And even now you could be feeling uncertain, but Spirit is like, just hang on because you're about to get a lot of realizations and it's going to literally feel like your world is falling apart, but not in necessarily a bad way. It's like your awareness is expanding. Your awareness will be expanding. Your sight, your clairvoyance, your spiritual gifts, your spiritual abilities, the way that you connect with people. You could be seeing energies, you could be seeing auras, you could be feeling it in your body. Your clairsentience could be going crazy. Clairsentience just means you can feel things in your body. You can be having somatic releases. And a lot of this is coming in because you've literally returned to yourself. You've returned to the I am. You are the light and the dark. 9/11, as I'm saying that. You just are. You are everything. Right? Ooh! That's all I have to say. That's it. I love you guys. If you would like a private reading, the link is in my bio. Also, please don't get scammed. This is my only account. No extra I's, no extra S's, no extra dots. Please check and make sure you're not getting scammed. I will never reach out to you or ask you for money. Okay? I love you so much.